devil. And 999 is the police. But 540-1692 is a Mr. Margulies. We've got a general election coming up. Excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. See, it's a competition between two men I wouldn't trust to run my taps, competing to run my country. It can't be right. The problem is, it's just not exciting enough. There's no extra thing to make people cheer, get behind your leader. What we need is a new way, and I came up with it. And I warn you, this just might be the best idea in the history of the world. So, remember where you are today, because from this moment on your life will change. My idea is prime ministers, gladiators. Get Tony Blair and William Hague to compete in ITV's Saturday night game show. You see, that way you're definitely going to get a leader who wants to compete. You're going to get a leader that's not afraid to stand up for himself. And you're going to get a leader who's not afraid to wear sky blue lycra. You might be able to tell that I'm not that happy with politics right now. I'm really not. I don't think Tony Blair's a very good leader, to be honest. See, let's look over his track record of 4 years. Let's start with the greatest idea in the history of the world, the Millennium Dome. That's great, isn't it? It went something like this. With some money, there you go. With some money, there you go. With some money, with some money, with some money, there you go. With some money, no. What? Only kidding, there you go. This went on for years. Finally they closed it down and I couldn't be happier. But it doesn't end there. Let's think about transport. That's a great one, isn't it? When the trains aren't on strike, they're crashing. That's essentially it. If you get in a train, the chances of it moving are nothing, but if it does move, you're going to die. It doesn't want to leave the cities, and that's a good job, because if you go to the country, you're not seeing any animals. Maybe a few burning in a corner. Actually, I tell a lie. One great thing Tony Blair has done. You go to the country, there's a lovely smell of barbecue. And if you bring your own fork and a bottle of HP sauce, you'll never go hungry. But it still gets worse. For instance, crime figures. Crime figures are constantly rising. The crime rate is always on the rise. And don't listen to the police or the Daily Mail or what they say. That there's a new way in the 21st century to judge the rate of crime. What you do it tonight when you go home. You walk up to your window, you look out, and you count the thieving bastards running off the car stereos. Last night, 9. That's the crime rate right now. See, I then got on to thinking, who would I rather be our leader? And I looked in the papers at pictures of politicians, and there's not one I trust, not one I'd want to be in charge of our country. So I come up with another idea. And I warn you, this idea might just be better than Prime Minister's gladiators. What you do, you advertise in the international press. Maybe the third page in the personal ads, that's about the right place, not too expensive. Something simple, such as, Prime Minister wanted. It's a great start. Charisma unnecessary. House provided. It's all we need, and you never know our luck. See, I was thinking, if we were really lucky, if we really tried hard, we might get one of those Eastern European tyrants they boast about on the news. Now, I know you all agree that that'd be great, wouldn't it? You see, people complain about these people, and I don't understand it. They don't know how lucky they are. There's no unemployment. Press gang the working class into the army, you're happy. What more do you need? People say that they trample on the working class to make the educated class richer. I say, great! It's a brilliant idea, let's do it now! Whenever I get depressed about our country, whenever I think how bad things are, about the transport, the livestock, everything, there's one thing that makes me happy again. One thing that makes me breathe a huge sigh of relief. And I'm sure everybody in this room agrees with me. So I'm going to say it, and I'm sure you will all get behind me on this. At least we're not Americans. It's true. If there's one nation worse than us in the world, it's got to be America. You'd agree. In New York, there's a law that states you cannot jump off a building with the intention of killing yourself. Now, the law's a good law, it is, it's sound. The last thing you want is stupid New Yorkers jumping off two-story buildings, breaking their ankles and limping around Times Square. The problem is, there's a prescribed punishment on this law. If you are caught jumping off a building in New York trying to kill yourself, they will execute you. They will. Picture the scene. You're standing on top of the building, looking over, wanting to kill yourself. You jump, and as you're plunging to your death, the sun comes out, and you see how beautiful the world really is. You pray to God, you say, God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And God says, okay, I'll save you. As you're plummeting to the ground, a group of firemen run out with one of those trampoline things. Or possibly the bouncy castle from Lethal Weapon. They catch you and you fall to the ground. You're safe, you land and you're okay. You kiss the ground, you say thank you to the firemen. And the police drag you off and kill you. The other side of the coin is, it seems like a massive waste of taxpayers' money. You're at the police station and a phone call comes in saying someone's trying to kill themselves. What they do now is send out SWAT teams and fire brigades and everybody to go and try and save them. What I say you should do, give it an hour and a half, 2 hours, send out a guy with a mop. It's going to save you so much money in the long run. Come on. In West Virginia, there's a law that says you cannot walk your lion, tiger, or leopard on the streets without a leash. Again, I can't fault the law. The last thing you want are people walking giant wild cats in the streets. It's just not a good idea. But I do run into problems with it. For instance, on a leash. How does that make sense? If somebody's walking a lion near me, whether it's on a leash or not, I'm not going anywhere near them. If you're walking with a lion and wants to go that way, it doesn't matter if it's got a leash, it's going to go that way. You then get the problem that this law had to be created somehow. At some stage the law would have read you can't walk a lion, tiger or leopard. And somehow that extra little bit came in. Now my theory is this. One day a man was walking his lion. He was arrested, taken to court, taken to trial. The judge said, what have you got to say for yourself? He stood up and said, okay, my lion may have eaten 7 children. It may have destroyed 6 cars. It may have relieved itself in the mayor's garden. But Your Honour, it was on a leash! And he must have got off. So they had to quickly go around and add the condition to the law. That's the only way it makes sense. You see, I have one more problem with this law. You can't walk your lion, your tiger, or your leopard. That seems to suggest it's perfectly okay to take your lynx for a walk. You can tie your puma up outside newsagents. So I'll leave you with this. Next time you're sitting in a cinema, You look next to you, and there's a man and his cheetah. He'll know you're in West Virginia.